From the Torres Strait, let's go to Bendigo now, where Kieran is on the telephone. Kieran, thanks for calling Sky News. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, g'day, Paul. How you going, mate?
Good, mate.
I was just sort of a bit disappointed over the recent goings-on of our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, our disrespect for him as our leader. Mm-hmm. I feel that Scott is just fantastic, and yes, I'm a little bit biased, but however, I just think the wheel changes too quickly in our politics, where as a country we want to slam somebody too quickly. I mean, you know, I'm referring to the fact that he went to Hawaii. I mean, he didn't realise that the country was going to burn and all that sort of stuff.
But also, Kieran, about Hawaii, and I know I say this every couple of nights, everyone has been in a scenario where you've got a ridiculously busy job and somebody in your life says, for God's sake, spend time with your kids. Oh, let's go. No, you've got to go somewhere where no one's going to know you, no one's going to interrupt. But, of course, that becomes the lightning rod to be misinterpreted, to be misused and to be reused, like the idiot protesters who hold up the pictures of him with the layer around his head, which is from the South Pacific Islands Forum. That's, I mean, so they just throw this stuff together. Thank you, Kieran. Yeah. But then what about what happened over there on the Channel 9 newspapers, where they ran on their front page all of these quotes from a focus group saying that the Prime Minister's leadership was basically terminal? You dig in, you go and have a look, nothing in the paper, you go online, and the story says 17 people was the base source there. Do you think that there is an attempt by parts of the media to build a daily narrative because they love tipping over Conservatives?
Oh, yeah, but I think really, Paul, what it comes down to is that there's a large part of the media who were made to look like complete idiots last May.
Correct.
You know, and so they're trying to, and everybody knows who these guys were. You know, and they are trying to avenge the fact that they were made to look like complete fools, and by a Conservative no less, and by Scott Morrison, who wasn't supposed to win. You know, who did the unthinkable already of taking over from Malcolm Turnbull, who was already the great hero of the Liberal Party, who they would never vote for anyway. And so obviously we're seeing a lot of that. I feel like with these sorts of campaigns, they always go too far, and that always the thing is that, you know, whoever's in charge can snap back, because they'll just say, well, look how far out these guys are. They're out there. Yeah.
Yeah. You get this feeling that they're out and they're out to get him. But I tell you what, there's plenty of people that are willing to push back, and we'll do it every night. And we don't do it in service of sort of slavish observance of dear leader. We do it because we know what happened at the election. In part, we knew before the election. Don't believe what's inevitable. Don't believe what the bubble tells you is what you think. What you think is what you think. How you feel is how you feel. Twitter ain't real life, and we continually will live by those principles here on this show.